Hello, EduMagicians, and welcome back to another episode of the EduMagic Podcast. My name is Dr. Sam Festis, and today's episode is brought to you by my Future Teacher store over on Teachers Pay Teachers. There you can find resources to help support you during your college career, like a grade tracking sheet that just went up a few weeks ago, to a student teacher planner. It's never too late to start to get organized as a student teacher. All right, today's episode is titled A Few Things You Might Not Know that you can do in Canva. So, first and foremost, let's head on over to canva.com and you can create an educator account. If you're a practicing teacher, if you go to Canva for Education, you can create a free educator account. It is phenomenal. I think I read on Twitter the other day, there's over 6,000 templates just for teachers. So, Canva, thank you so much. Also, this episode comes with a YouTube tutorial that walks through everything I'm going through today. And I put that down in the show notes so you can grab that there as well. All right, let's jump into Canva. Now I have my Canva for EDU account open. Here you can see with Canva for EDU, you can have assignments within Canva that you can assign your students. You can have a class with classwork. You can plan out your content. And also, it includes lots of different templates. So, back in 2014, when I first started teaching, I found out about Canva. I was looking for a poster creation tool online because I wanted my students to create a poster about classroom expectations. And we were using other tools, and I was like, well, this is nice. But then my colleague, Brittany Groff, showed me Canva. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. There's so much you can do within here, but I was only looking at it for flyers and like printable stuff. When I got into Canva more deeply that semester, I found there's a lot you can do within it, from creating posts for social media to creating flyers and infographics. So I'm going to walk you through a few of my favorite options here within Canva. First and foremost, you can create a beautiful presentation within Canva. What's really nice about all the designs embedded here within the Canva presentations is all the design work is done for you. So all you have to do is worry about adding in your own content. So here you can go ahead, you can click on presentations and it's going to open up, hey, here are all the slides in this slide deck. You can add each slide individually, add it picking a few at a time, or you can add all of them. I'm going to add all of them. And then within, just like any other design within Canva, you can go ahead and you can add in your own elements. So you can add in shapes and graphics and photos, videos. You can add in audio. You can add in pieces for charts and infographics. You can add tables and frames and grids. Oh my, there's a lot you can add with just the elements pieces of Canva. You can search with the search feature and you can filter out content. So if you want it to be like a static thing, you can have it be animated, or and you can just search for freebies and see what comes up. So anything that you add in here, you can change up the colors. You can have it match your color scheme or maybe your school colors. You can change up backgrounds as well. Other really nice features within Canva are your uploads. So you can upload your images, video, and audio pieces. So if you want to create something asynchronous for your students where they have to watch or they have to listen, you can do that. You can search for their photos. And remember, you're going to want to search for freebies. So don't pay for anything, just search for the freebies. And then you can search for content here, just like you can filter other ones. So I'm going to click on apples. I can filter, what do I want it to do? I want it to be square, vertical, or horizontal? I can have it be freebies only, and even like cutouts. That would be kind of cool. So kind of like takes away that background. I'm going to uncheck that. And here are all the free Apple pictures that I can use, for example, on Canva. Another really neat feature is the text pieces. So all the design work is done for you. You can just go ahead and you can adjust that for whatever text you would like it to be. You can adjust the font size and style, colors as well. So really easy to use tool here, adjusting it for your own needs. And then anything you can tilt, and you have a little bit of a word editor here. You can center it, bullet point, and add in some other pieces like layering if you would like to. If you don't want like already designed text, you can just add in regular text here too. Um, here we go. Okay. Other features are backgrounds. Anything you like, you can just pick it up and drag it over here to your design, and it'll change up the background of the design. And you can do this in any design. It doesn't have to be the presentation like I'm doing here. Another really cool feature of Canva is that you can make your own QR code. So instead of going to a QR code creator, downloading the QR code image, uploading it here into Canva, you can just click on QR code, just scroll down a little bit on the left and type in your favorite website, click generate code, and now we have a code that goes to our favorite website. This is nice if you don't want students be bopping around the internet, they're going right to the site that you want them to go to. You can also create your own characters, and you can customize the characters, what they look like, what they're wearing, their facial expressions, their skin tone, their hair color. Lots of really cool stuff there. And you can also pop in some emojis. And with the emojis, just like with the pictures, you can go ahead and you can adjust the colors. Maybe you want it to be your school colors or something like that. So within Canva, there's a lot you can do with their already created content, their templates, presentations, wonderful, because all the design work done for you. All you have to do is go ahead and put in that content. You can also create educational videos and infographics. So this one's a really cool feature for infographics for my students. Instead of reading a research article and then writing a paper on it, I have them go ahead, read the research article, and then create an infographic about that research or about what they read. So they can go in here, they can choose a template, or they can start from scratch. And then what's nice is within these graphic pieces, because infographic is very visual, you can go ahead and you can adjust how many items are showing up, how many items are filled. That was just an example of a pictogram. You can adjust that. There we go. You can also adjust percentages. If you want to just show that visually, you can adjust and then add in any of the content here. So you can go ahead and you can change up this data set. You can change up the text. You can change up your table here. So you can go ahead and adjust this table to show what it looks like from your article that you read. And this is just a neat way for students to show what they know in a visual way. So instead of writing that 5-paragraph essay about the research article that they read, instead they would go ahead and they would put in, here are the methods, here's the information about for the participants, here are the strategies, here are the implications, here are the results of the study, here's the APA citation. And then they can download that as a JPEG, a PNG, a PDF. If they have any moving elements on their infographic, they can download as MP4 as well. So a really nice way to customize content in a visual manner. We all know Canva for posters, so I'm not going to cover that. Another cool feature, think outside the bun on this example for the classroom headers. What's really neat is my students started using this for their digital portfolio header. So they customized their own content here, and they went in and they customized the content, the text, some of the backgrounds. Um, there we go. And then they downloaded it and uploaded it as a header image into Weebly or Wix, which is really cool. So now you can make your own customized headers. So instead of just thinking, oh, that's just for Google Classroom, you can use it for your digital portfolio, making some really cool visuals for your projects. Another really neat thing within Canva for EDU is worksheets. So you can go ahead and you can grab all these different worksheets and you can print them, or you can have students edit them in OneNote or edit them in Cami, whatever their favorite, whatever your favorite PDF editor is. So yeah, students can go ahead. You can create these pages for them to do. And if you wanted to, you can then save that image and upload it to a tool like TeacherMade. So for example, if I have something like this, I can upload this worksheet to TeacherMade. I'll download it as a PDF, upload it to TeacherMade, and I can make this an interactive piece. I can also upload it to ClassKick if I wanted to make this be draggable pieces, or I can upload it to Wiser. So I can pull the content I create in Canva into other tools to make the content interactive, like TeacherMade, ClassKick, or Wiser, to make this content that I would print out, but I can make it digital for my students and even save some teacher time by having some auto grading options embedded right here. So Canva, beautiful designs, and now I can pull those beautiful designs and make them an interactive worksheet. Every teacher needs a good lesson plan template, and Canva has you covered. So what I like to do is I like to have these lesson plans at a glance sheets. So once you write your full lesson plan, whatever format that your college, university, or school requires, pull that content from your lesson plan and put it in a lesson plan at a glance type thing here in Canva. You can pull in these different pieces, make it bullet pointed. So you don't have to go ahead and like flip through your whole binder. You just have these really nice lesson plans at a glance sheets that you can easily refer to. And just like with all the other things, you can download that as a PDF, upload it into OneNote, edit it there, print them out as you need it, and write in the content, whatever you need to do. They also have planners and agendas and schedules. You can really make your resume pop within Canva. One thing I want to show you before we end our time today is the group work piece. And I really think this is a cool feature for Canva. Now it's creating group work that is interactive. So when my students come into class, I might have something up here on the board for them to do. And I'm going to give them a link to this for anyone with a link can edit. I can go ahead and put my student names in here, and they can pick it up and drag it however they are feeling today. And then I can go ahead and I can use this as a little check-in to see how they're doing. For my students who are maybe not feeling, maybe they're feeling a little tired, maybe they're not really focused and ready to learn yet, I can go ahead and I can check in with them on direct messages, which is really cool and powerful. So my students know that they are seen, they are appreciated, and they're valued. Fantastic resource here. But there's a lot more within the templates for the group work. This is just one of my favorite ones. You can also create a mind map where you assign different groups of students to work on. Maybe they're, for example, maybe they have the Danielson framework for teaching within here. They have all four component domains, and maybe they have to think of examples that relate to those domains. And you can have as many copies of this slide as you'd like, and you can change up the pictures here and what students need to do. You can change up the instructions. So just another example here. Here's an example of another brainstorm type map, just something different. I like how this one looks like a little virtual sticky board that students can interact with. So I want to show you something really cool within Canva. One thing that you can do if you wanted to share this with your students for them to interact with, you can just click share. Anyone with the link can edit. Copy that link, pop it in Teams, pop it in your Google Classroom, send it as an email. So if you want students to edit your design, you can always have it be anyone with a link can edit. You can also, anyone with a link can view, so they can just look at it. They can't move anything. A template is if you created something, you want students to create their own copy. So you can have it be a template where they use the template that you provided. For example, if you have an infographic template you want them to use, send them the link to the template. They're not editing your original work, they're editing their copy. So I like that. It kind of reminds me of in Teams where it's like students can edit their own copy. That's exactly what that is. Another cool feature within Canva is the presentation feature. So I can go ahead and I can present. I can have it be presenter view so I can see my notes. I can present and record, which is amazing. And I would have done that for today's presentation. However, I couldn't figure out how to present and record and still show you Canva through that. But in edit mode, but that's okay. So you can present and record. If you wanted to create a video or some sort of asynchronous content for your students to view, you can have your presentation up in Canva and you have a little square of your video and you can be sharing your content. So I'm just going to do a standard one and click present. Here I can flip through my slides. I can present live within Canva. So if I click in live, I'm going to start a new session. My students can join by going to canva.live and enter the code here. And they can pop in the chat. They put their name in there. And they put their answers to their questions, which is really cool. I can end a session. I can hide this. Another really cool feature within Canva are the magic shortcuts. So you can see here, there's lots of options I'll demo for you. So I like the timer option. So maybe I want to have my students do, I click on any number 0 through 9, and it starts its countdown timer. So if I want to have my students, okay, you have 1 minute to think about an example of your K-12 experience for component 4C of the DIUSM framework, and they're just writing for a minute, and then we all do a send chat there. We send their message. One of my colleagues calls it a chat stream, a chat waterfall, where they're typing, 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 and then when the professor says go, they all click send, and it just starts to fall along the chat there. I can pause this timer. I can close out the timer as well. Another really cool feature is the confetti, so we can celebrate all the amazing contributions students are making with lots of confetti. We love to throw confetti, um, and we love to celebrate those teaching wins. Another fun one is the drum roll, where we can have that come up. Okay, here we get to pick on drum roll. And Naomi, can you share your example? Another fun one is quiet. You guys are coming in. Shh, quiet voices, inside voices. And then the last one that I want to show you is blur. So it blurs out the screen, kind of like a screen shade or yeah, kind of like a screen shade where, what do you think this is going to be about? Maybe you have an image of something behind here and you want students to guess, what do you think this is? And then you just click on the V again and it pops right back up. So really amazing features that you can do here within Canva presenting. So if you want to shake it up a little bit in your class, try that out as a presentation tool. All right, friends. So we talked all about all the free stuff that you have access to in Canva for education. We can create beautiful presentations. We can present them live with chat and with different magical shortcuts. We can also present and record within Canva. We can create beautiful infographics. We all know about the printable posters. We can work on our classroom header, or we can use that as a digital portfolio header. We can have worksheets that we can print or upload to tools like TeacherMade, ClassKick, or Wiser to make digital and saving us some teacher time with some auto grading features. There's lesson plan options here as well, and group work options too within Canva. Friends, the sky is the limit when it comes to Canva for education. I encourage you to go check it out. If you have just been using it for flyers, it is so much more than that. All right. I wish you a wonderful day. You have the edgy magic within you. And bye for now.